Good morning. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Larry. This is going to be my response to a video I made a week or so ago on how much YouTube paid my small channel in 2025. I thought it was very appropriate. It was a cold day here in southwestern Ohio, so I thought I'd come back to about the same spot that I made my very first video back in July. So here I am outside in the parking lot. But I thought it was sometimes you have to get back to the basics and get back to the roots. So that's what I'm doing today. Um, Last time, this is going to be the last time that I'm going to talk about money on my channel at all. At all. Some of this stuff is personal. I'm going to give you a general idea of the money made. I was very specific for the months I made, for the money I made last year. But this is going to be the last time I talk about money as far as going forward. Anybody that has any questions about money, I'm just going to point them to this video and I hope it works for them. You know, this is the response was overwhelming, to say the least. I thought it was an average video, average. You just never know. But the algorithm caught it. I don't know how it caught it. I wish I knew how it caught it because I do it every time. It now has that video has well over 1 million views. It's just shocking, just shocking. The way I look at it's pretty simple. Even a blind squirrel can find a nut once in a while, and I just hit the algorithm just right. It was like the perfect storm, and I had a bunch of older people tuning in, so there it was. At first, I was shocked because I track everything. Most of y'all know that I track everything. YouTube does a great job on the analytics, and I can do a lot of it there, but I do a lot of it on my own and separately. At first, I was shocked. I would get anywhere from 10 to 50 new subscribers a day and so many views, maybe 4,000 or 5,000 views. And I consider that a good day. Well, all of a sudden, one day it was 600 new subscribers, like 10,000 views. Then the next day it was 1,500 new subscribers. And I was ecstatic. To say I was ecstatic, I was bouncing off the wall. Well, as much as a 72-year-old man can bounce off the walls, I was bouncing. But it happened for 4 or 5 days in a row. I was shocked. I was ecstatic. I didn't know how this was happening. But then I sat there one morning. I get up really early. I was up at like 4 o'clock, and I turned on the computer, and it was still happening. It was starting to slow down a little bit, but it was still happening. And I just sat there and cried. I, grown up man, sitting there crying. I was so humbled by the whole thing. I thought, why me? Why now? What's going on? There must be a reason for this because there was nothing I did. But it was very humbling. Now I'm just in a state of shock, and the dust is kind of settled a little bit, and I'm ready to get back to normal content. Now, everybody, here's the big question. Everybody wants to know how much I made. YouTube pays creators anywhere from $3 to $8 per 1,000 views. $3 to $8 per 1,000 views. And you can do the math. I did really, really well on that one video. Really well on that one video. And you can do the math on that. But the comments are what got me. The comments. So many kind comments, appreciative comments, so many new subscribers. I tried to get to all of them. I'm sure I missed a few here and there, but I spent about 4 days sitting in front of that keyboard. In fact, my wrist got really sore for a couple of days. I had to change the way I was answering these things. So, but it's very humbling, and I appreciate all the subscribers who've stuck with me. Now, I did have to remove a handful of comments. They were just, they tried to get political on me for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't do politics. They're rude to me personally. How old is this guy? He looks like he's 80 years old. He needs to change his diet and start exercising. Well, I do exercise. My diet is changed. I can't help the way I look. So they got removed, and I actually blocked a few of them. I blocked a few of them. They were just rude and obnoxious, or if you start using foul language, guess what? You're blocked. You're blocked. I found out early on in the YouTube journey that button that says remove the comment or block the person, and that's what I had to do. Now, I can't help the spammers. The spammers are coming on here, as I'm finding out. When you get a big video like this, the spammers come on. They wait a day, maybe 2 days, and then they go down in the comments like where there's like 30 replies to a comment somebody made, even me, and they'll start a thread about some financial person somewhere. and I can't catch those. I'm sorry, I just can't. I wish I could, but I just can't. But I do want to make a few things clear. I didn't and never have and never will pay for any Facebook advertising or Google ads. I got accused of that a few times too. I don't even know how to do it. I didn't even know you could do such a thing. But I never have, never will. One guy said, I wish I knew how. I'd do it maybe. I don't know. Probably not. One guy called me a con man. Con man, yeah. I look like a con man, don't I? Talk like one too. So he got blocked. You know, my own friends don't even know I have a YouTube channel. My own friends. I mean, there's probably, I'd say 10 people I know that know I have a YouTube channel other than family. In fact, I was walking in church the other night. I dropped something off for the wife, and I was walking in church, and I had to walk by the student center, and some kid I knew, he's about 18. He said, "Hey, Larry!" And I turned over. I looked like a bum. I had my hood up and my hat on, and I had my old clothes on, and he says, "I saw a YouTube video that you did." I said, "You did? What are you doing watching one of my videos?" He said, "Oh, my dad said I should watch one." He said, "You've got a viral video." I said, "Yeah, who'd have thunk it?" Right? He was just ecstatic about it. He got it. My friends don't get it, and they don't understand it, don't care, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm totally aware. I've got pointed out several times. Totally aware of any tax consequences. You have different options when you get monetized with YouTube. I chose the independent contractor option. That's the way I've worked my whole life, most of my life, and I understand it perfectly. One guy went into great detail on the tax law and blah 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 blah. That comment got removed. I'm not sure if I blocked him or not. He was I don't know, some keyboard warrior sitting in his mother's basement or something. I'm fully aware of the I'm fully aware of the tax consequences. Now, does it affect my Social Security? Not in the least. Not in the least. I'm at full retirement age. It does not affect it. Now, I'll have to count it as income, just like any other income I might have. And at a certain point, if the income goes up, I'm going to have to start paying some taxes on my Social Security. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I hope I get that high. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see as the year goes by. Lots of people want to know how the algorithm works. I don't know. I wish I could tell you, but I don't know. Subs, views, likes, shares, comments, they all figure in. Duration figures in. I don't know how exactly. One content creator, he's huge channel. He commented on one. He says, subs for show, views for dough. I thought that was pretty appropriate, pretty simple, simple kind of guy. There's some truth there. Several large, I'm really thankful for this part. Several large creators, much larger than myself, they reached out to me and said, "Hey, if you need any advice, you might want to think about this, you might want to think about that," and said, reach out to me anytime you want to. So that's great, and I'm really thankful for that. Now, I have made some decisions along the way. I'm still not going to do coffee memberships. I'm not selling anything, no super thanks. And I have decided at the present time, no brand deals, no advertising on my channel other than what you get from YouTube. I just don't feel comfortable about it for some reason, and I'm going to go with my gut on this. I don't feel comfortable. Although I will say I got a great offer today to get a portable power station. I've got one already, but to get a portable power station, they were going to give me 3 of them if I do an advertisement. I'm like, wow, I could give that to my viewers or whatever. But I'm just staying away from brand deals. I don't need the money that bad. Here's the way I look at business. Pigs get fed and hogs get slaughtered. I've operated my whole life like that, and I don't have to make a killing on one thing. I really don't. Um, I may change how many videos I do. I've been doing 3 a week, and I'm planning on doing 3 next week. I may do 3 a week, but it may drop down to 2 depending on several things. And I mentioned in that video, I think, about an e-bike. I got to thinking. For those who don't know, I'm 6'7", so I probably wouldn't even fit on an e-bike. I'd look like a grown-up man on a tricycle or something. So I probably won't do anything. That may change in the future, but for the time being, right now in the foreseeable future, I'm not doing any brand deals at all. Here's I need some help with this one. What topics are you all interested in? leave it in the comments. I've got about 5 or 6 videos already filmed. I did them a couple weeks ago when it was really warm outside, and I get outside by the river in the park. So I'm going to be posting those next couple weeks. But what topics are you all interested in? I'd like to hear back from you. Leave in the comments. Back to normal on Monday. Back to normal on Monday. Yay, I'm so ready. I'm so ready to get back to normal. And just so you all know, my hat, whatever hat I have, still fits on Larry's head. I did not get the big head. If anything, I think it's shrank a little bit. Thanks for being here, everybody. Until we meet again, I'm going to continue to press on towards that goal.